Y'all notice how my eyebrow hair be curling? It's like curly. I need my eyebrows done, bruh. I need my eyebrows done effective immediately. The reason why I'm acting so odd and flabbergasting and ghastly is because my eyebrows are not done. And do you notice how the eternal struggle for lighting has ended? Did you notice that? Do you notice the lighting is lighting? I I'm a I don't have a topic for today. I turned this on, no topic in mind. Nowhere in the tri-state area. Nowhere in the Commonwealth. You feel me? But I do. Yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ah! I got some thoughts. I don't know if I want to share them, but it's like, what's the point? Like, you turned on the camera. Why didn't you just, get into it? So I guess we're just taking a couple suckles. Yeah, from the ambrosia, the little nectar of the gods that I have here, all bottled up. No plug intended. And usually, when I get excited, I want to talk about Dune. But I know not everyone's like into Dune and sci-fi. Like, I get it. I'm not gonna subject you guys to that unless y'all want me to. I think I have an eyelash in my eye. I can feel it, bro. So if I keep doing this, it's like I'm trying to move it. I don't know what's going on. Like, I just don't know what's going on. Oh my god. So I'll start off with something simple. How's y'all's week? Feel free to share that in the comment section. But my week has been interesting. Nevertheless, I'm very much moving through life currently and I'm scared. Who was that? Maybe it's a poltergeist. Not really sure what a poltergeist means. Hey Siri, what's a Hey, hold on.
Good afternoon, DALYA. How can I help?
Yeah. What's a poltergeist?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What is a poltergeist?
Here's some info about poltergeist.
You're just gonna be hitting at the phone. In German folklore and ghost lore, a poltergeist is a type of ghost or spirit that is responsible for physical disturbances such as loud noises as objects moved or destroyed. Ah! Oh my god! Thank you, Siri. You gotta be nice to AI. You gotta be nice to AI, y'all. And you see the state of my retwist? Like, y'all see that? Oh, wow. Y'all see this? Oh, wow. My little etch a sketch edges, bro. What the hell? What the heliante? What the heli bird? So, AI. I have a couple thoughts. But am I going to share all of them? Probably not. I've been seeing a lot of objectively the growing dependence that human beings are having on AI, right? Like, it was brought to my attention by a certain lovely lady that a lot of like the kids who are like in middle school, early high school right now, like their reading and comprehension skills, comprehension, I don't know, but reading for sure. Like their reading skills are really suffering, right? Because of like things like writing an email. Like right now, if you're really typing out your own email word for word, scratch for scratch, like you're a goofy goober, bro. Like respectfully, you're a goofy. I really hope I don't get interrupted. Fucking we ball, fucking we ball. Anywho's up? It's like there's this there's less reliance on human beings, and with that, you're losing like the human factor, right? Like there's always a human factor of error. There's always like one thing that maybe was slightly tweaked that actually was the catalyst or what triggered, you know, the success of a certain product, whatever. Just human error can go both ways. It can work as a course correcting, and it can also work as, you know, like one detrimental error can put us in a different position than we expected. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the more this literally all roads lead back to Dune, baby. All roads lead back to fucking Dune. If you're a Dune head out there and you're a fan of the Point 3 DALYA series, which I am keeping archived right now, but if y'all want me to unarchive it, I might do it at like, I don't know, like around 5K. I have videos on Dune. I don't post them because I'm fanned out. Like I'm fanned out. Like I look fanned out. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anyway. That's let me explain it for all those people who are not familiar with Dune. So kind of the big culminative event in Dune history is the fight against the age of thinking machines, right? So artificial intelligence. And eventually what's going to be like AI gen, which is like a conscious a con a conscious AI, right? Anyway, so with that version of AI, like by that point, yeah, we could chat. But I'm not gonna put that energy into the world. But I'm gonna be honest. I gotta be honest. So with this, the more like the younger generations are becoming dependent on like having, you know, like a Chromebook or a computer, or like there's constantly um like computing powers around them. They have less reliance on themselves, which is essentially going to cause them to be reliant on AI. So it's like being reliant on yourself, right? The ability to like do math, like 7 times 8. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Obviously, that's not a mark of intelligence doing mathematics in your head. I find it absolutely hilarious when people are just like, "You smart? What's 5 times 12?" You're a goofy. You're a goofy goober, brother. While computing powers and computing entities are very, very helpful, that muscle that human beings have of thinking for themselves actually atrophies a lot, because it's the little things that you do every day. It's that writing email, no matter how it sounds, word by word, right? Putting your own personal human touch on things, that's kind of being eroded away, right? But it's becoming actually now a valuable and rare resource to find things that have that touch of humanity, that human essence in it. You know, when you can tell when someone has sent you a heartfelt text or like written you a heartfelt note on a little card for your birthday, like it makes you feel something because that person who loves you or that person who cares about you wrote that to you, right? Now if they gave you an AI generated email or like sent you a card with an AI generated like little snippet, you're gonna be like, it doesn't got no soul to it. I'm not bashing AI. Don't come after me, por favor. But I feel as if that human essence and human touch and human connection is gonna is gonna cost, right? Like it's gonna like you're gonna it's gonna become a commodity to pay for it. You know what I mean? Maybe like a subscription service, $150 to like, I don't know, feel a human touch once a week. So $150 a month, and then every week you have some sort of like human connection, you know? Oh, don't waste kids. That was a bit. I'm not I'm not encouraging children to do all this. I just heard how that sounds, but you'd be surprised how dumb some people have gotten quicker than I expected. Honestly, not gonna lie. I've been observing that. Yo, let's have a chat, right? Like we're having an honest chat. We're having a little bit of a some bat. Let me tell y'all what happened to me, right? I so y'all don't know me that much, which I like, honestly. You know what? Oh my god, am I giving the inner workings of my mind on the internet? Fuck. Um this has become genuinely like a therapeutic thing for me to do. Like I am so excited for every single Dahlia Talks episode, baby. I fucking am always so happy because I feel like I'm contributing to the collective consciousness, one conversation at a time. And I love that. I love that. Like I know it's hitting. For the people who have the ears to hear it, like I know it's hitting. And I love that energetic community. Like that just makes me feel so good. But baby, you let me just suckle on my bed and try to act like I'm normal. Let me just do that because sorry guys, my personality sneaked out there. That's something I don't want to say it too much, but something I kind of have been regurgitating. I'm like, oh, show my personality there for a second. Oop. Maybe. Maybe shorty. Might be baddie. Anywho's what were we talking about? AI. Yes. And oh yeah, reading skills. So a lot of like the kids who are leaving to like, go to college or whatever they choose to do, like their ability to write, right? Because reading and comprehension is going to affect your writing. Because then it structures your writing based on whether you're structuring your writing on, oh my gosh, I'm nerding out. Whether you're structuring your writing like in the conventional formal intro, these are the bits I want to talk about, conclusion, but then you can also like blend them together. And the better read, and a lot of the reason why people enjoy certain books is because of the way that they're written. And yeah, the content is great, but the way that they're written is like that hypnotic bit. that really gets people going and riled up and whatever. But I personally find that your ability to write and your ability to comprehend and read or whatever and see where they're kind of going, it tells you a lot about the inner workings of your own mind. You learn more about yourself by reading and writing than anything, right? Because you're finding what clings to you, right? You could read the most influential book that I read in high school, however many years ago that was The Lord of the Flies. And at my age, remembering it like chapter by chapter, obviously not page by page, but the fact that I could remember that shows the quality of teacher that I had, which she's amazing. Even though she was terrorizing the kids, but it was all right. No, I'm kidding. That's a bit partial. I'm partially kidding. But she was a great teacher because she always told us to ask why. You know what I mean? She always taught us to question, which is so great because you're reading something and how you metabolize it, that's a whole different interpretation. And then when whatever metabolized substance that you've now got, putting that on paper, the way you choose to pour that out on a page is going to look much more different. And that's the coolest part. That is the coolest part. I love it. I'm a big fan. So having teachers like that who endorse that, but we didn't have the AI presence that we had when I was in high school. The AI presence wasn't there. Now it is such a big factor that it actually is inhibiting the ability of, the young adults who are coming up to learn about themselves, or like the teens to learn about themselves. Like, that's a confusing time. Adolescence is a confusing time in and of itself. So you find that they're unable to have any sort of feedback on what's going on with them. So it's kind of alienating. But then you have also this side of like, they're not really getting to know themselves because they're not getting to experience their thoughts authentically, right? Like, you think something and then there's a critic. Everyone has that critic there at varying degrees. So having knowing when to listen to the critic and knowing when to tell the critic, I'm gonna need you to leave. Yeah, exit is right over there. You gotta go. You gotta go. Having the mind to do that. So I feel like the reason there's a lot of dissonance and kind of like this emergence of brain rot. This is a very random episode of just the thoughts that I've been having, but I'm kind of now clicking them together while I'm talking to you guys. The reason for the brain rot is because it's an actual physical manifestation and a personification. I mean, it's the personification and the manifestation of the psychological state of this new generation that's coming out. Like, they're quite literally all this information and all this data and the inability, because the human mind is a computer in and of itself, the inability to actually metabolize that data and the skills and the tools in their toolbox to deal with it are much more different. And I can't be judgmental of it because I'm not them, but I don't know if it's effective enough, right? Because I'm judging it from my perspective, my generation. That's not theirs. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, that's old. Like, that's weird. Like, I don't know why you think it's clicking for us. It's not. It's not doing what you think it's doing. And we're seeing it as a deterioration, but maybe it's actually like an attempt to recalibrate, to balance, to rebalance. And I say that because there's this quote that I found, which is like, to be sane in an insane world is true insanity, because your sanity or your post sanity is now this thing that has kind of carved its way around, I don't want to call it rot, but this like fog and swamp of insanity. And you're in this bubble, right, that you've cultivated of your own making. So the feedback, the mirror that's coming towards you are just reflections from your own projections. So you're unable to see yourself clearly. It's like if you were to touch like still water, you can't see your image clearly when you touch it, but before you could have seen it clearly. So it's like if you're trying to see your reflection and someone's splashing in the water, right? Like constantly. So then now you're just like, I have to find a new way to be able to see myself. So then your reflection of yourself is coming from that bubble of projection that you already have. Chew on that. Let that sink in. I'm gonna let it sink in for y'all. I'm giving y'all the time. All right, y'all got it? Y'all feel whatever thoughts came up for y'all, I am interested in hearing. But yeah, what y'all got from the ether? What's the information? What's the information? Oop, bumbo. What's the information that y'all got from that? Because I am very curious as well. But today is a short one. I want to play y'all a song, but I think I'm actually gonna post that in another video. Of watching some stuff with y'all, doing a little DALYA reacts. Ooh, new series, a DALYA reacts. But I feel like there's so many X reacts, and then I gotta. All right, you know what? Yeah, we can do one. DALYA reacts to Dune, DALYA and Dune. It's also another series, D&D. I was gonna post it. I was gonna put it as like a D&D episode, and then I realized the Dungeons and Dragons maestros are gonna come and lob my head off because they're gonna think it's a D&D episode, and it's Dal talking about Dune, and they're like guillotine immediately. So I don't want those fans on my dick. I mean, on my back. Yeah, just add a little bit to the appeal that comes with me. Anywho's, it was an absolute pleasure hanging out with y'all today. I'm so glad y'all popped in. Caught a blew it out like a blow dart. I'm gonna get married soon. My sister actually, I'm gonna end this with a little note. My sister said, we're hanging out. I don't know what I did. I actually don't know what I did. I might have had like a stim. And then she's just like, there are people out there who are looking at you and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so bad. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Oh my God, I need that. And they're looking at you and you do shit like that. Do they know that? I said, of course not. They don't know me yet. And then I'm just like, when they get to know me, they're even gonna like me more. You know, they're gonna be like, and the moon, it's your eye like a big it's a pie, it's amore. Amore. Anyway, we can delete that from the internet. Please delete that from the internet. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why would I do that? Anyway, F it, we ball. It was a pleasure hanging out with y'all today. Thought I'd catch y'all for a little quick sesh. And per usual, like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, it's no problem. It's no problem to me, so no problem. Um, but if you do, thank you. You're like you're really cool. Yeah. Right. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.